day, evening. Where I come from, it's always morning. So good morning, everybody. If you're a guest in the house, I'm sure you're wondering, why are they saying good morning at this time of the day? Chill, you will get to understand why we're saying good morning very shortly. So I'm just going right in to introduce our program for today and our guest speaker. So just follow me and we are good to go. You are here at the 22nd edition of The Discovery with an awesome lady. Thank you for joining us. It's our 22nd edition, like I said, and we're talking to the MD of Divine Homes Essentials, and you are in for a great time. Let me run you through some house rules very quickly. Everybody's mic, like you have realized that your mic is muted. So everybody's mic is muted at this time for only one reason, so that you don't unconsciously interrupt the program. But you are free to make your comments and contributions and even questions all in the chat room. And I want to encourage everybody, please don't be stingy with your applause. Using the chat room, celebrate our guests, highlight the points that hit you, and let us be as interactive as possible. So what's the Discovery all about? The Discovery is the weekly business opportunity meeting put together by Team Grace International, and for three main reasons. Number one is to show the legality of the industry that we are in. Number two is to show the unique company we partner with. And number three, to welcome new people to the industry, specifically to this awesome company that we proudly partner with. In Team Grace, Grace makes us game changers, and this program is live on the Game Changers Network page on Facebook. So meet the game changers, the team coach Gilbert Ute, and myself, your host for tonight, Oluwayomi Ute. So let's meet our guest for today. I'm so excited. Our guest for today is a business coach. She's a trainer and she's an entrepreneur. She's a graduate of geography from University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and she worked in the oil servicing company for 15 years. Did you get that? 15, 5, 5, and 5. 15 years. And she has been into different businesses and she's been on several other platforms. She's the MD of Divine Homes Essentials Mini Mart, and her greatest interest is to touch more lives as she seeks to eradicate poverty by positively impacting and empowering millions of people across the world to reach their full potential and to take charge of their destinies. She has partnered with over 6 networking platforms before settling with Longreach Bioscience, where she is a 1-star director. She's the leader of the PGW Royalty with a team membership of about 12,000. Let me pause a bit. 12,000 and counting motivated financial freedom enthusiasts across the globe. She is passionate about helping others achieve their dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said earlier, don't be stingy with the chat room. Let's celebrate today our guest, who is happily married to Mr. Efe Ugbine, and they are blessed with 3 lovely children. Celebrate with me, the 1-star director in the house, SD Efe. Celebrate her for me. If you are not celebrating her, I will not spotlight her. So I want to say the chat room, although I won't spotlight her, I'll just stay behind the scene with her and have fun. If you're not going to celebrate her for me. Wow. Thank you so much, ma'am. Wow. Good morning.
Good morning.
To see you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for agreeing to be here today. And you know, what you said in your profile just says true about you. You are ever so ready to help. That is why without ever meeting us, we reached out to you and here you are. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, ma'am.
So we are here down to business. I want to take you up on your profile before any other thing. I'm wondering, how did a geography person that knows where the North Pole, the South Pole, the East Pole, the West Pole is find her way in business? So tell us about your entrepreneurial journey.
Okay, good morning this evening, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for joining SD Efe Ugbine. I am a one-star director with a fantastic company called Long Reach Bioscience International.
Wow.
Okay, like I will appreciate my host, Mrs. Mr. and Mrs. Ute. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate you guys. You guys rock.
Thank you, ma'am.
Like your question, how come a geography is into an entrepreneurial business? I will sound it loud and clear. For many of people that know me before now, I've always been into business. I went to study geography. Actually, I was taken as a marketer in the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. So I had deficiency in math, and I said, okay, I can shop to any department. The marketing skill is in me. No matter what I study, I can still go for my entrepreneurial journey. And that is how I found myself to read geography. And I started, before I even went to the university, I've always been a business person. My mom was a serious businesswoman.
Wow.
And I've been with her. I grew up, of course, not with her, with my aunt. My aunt too was a businesswoman. Growing up with these two women, they are fantastic people. They taught me a lot about business. At the time, I didn't even want to go to school, but I said no. To crown it all, I must go to school because without education, you can't really get it right. True. Because a lot of people, they are into this business, but because they don't have education, of course, they won't run it the way a learned person will run it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying people that are not learned can't do business. There are things that you can do as a learned person. And of course, I tell people you get to meet a lot of people. I tell you in the higher college. A lot of people that I met during my university days, of course, I still get in touch with them up till date. And even in the university, it will shock you that from Nsukka, I come down to Lagos to buy things.
Wow.
That I sell. I started coming to Lagos in the early 90s as I entered year one. Before you knew it, I find my way to Lagos. I do buying and selling. That was how I started my business. I do little buying and selling. After I graduated, I found myself again where I was serving in Kaduna. I started doing business again. A lot of people, they will say, this woman, you are working at the same time doing business. Of course, I will put it to you that all my life I've been into business. Even while I worked for the oil servicing for 15 years, though that was when actually I started working in 2002. And that was where I started my networking business. That was when I joined the networking industry in 2002. Of course, I've been to several network business because a lot of us, they will say, I can't try again. To be precise, I did 6 networks. Wow. Which I didn't go anywhere in it. And I told myself that I'm done with network. But here I am again in Long Reach Bioscience as a one-star director. So I'm putting it to us all out there that you said you can't do network again because your hands, your hair, your legs are being burnt in one other company or one other platform, I am telling you categorically that you still have a lot of chances. Don't just give up on yourself, or don't give up on network marketing. I will tell you that network marketing is the new oil well.
Wow.
Because a lot of us, they just look down on it. And I remember when I'm about to start Long Reach, 1,000,001 friends, they discouraged me. They said, you have brought another one again. You've been to, they started counting for me. You've been to this, you've been to that. Of course, one thing I believe so much in myself and God. When I say this thing, I want to do it, I put my mind to it, I go so far in it. But of course, I will put it to us that the other networks, probably, maybe their products or their compensation plan was not good enough. That was why I didn't really strive very far in them. When I came to Long Reach, I will tell you something that will shock a lot of you this evening. Yes. I like sharing it anytime I'm in any gathering, I'm doing any Zoom meeting, I'm on a physical meeting. I have 8 siblings apart from me. Why I want to share this story, because a lot of us, we will say our families, our sisters, our brothers are not ready to join. Because of that, you will not do the net. Precisely, 3 days ago, made it 5 years, I shared it on my wall that I partnered with Long Reach Bioscience. I was so excited when I signed up. Before you knew, I called my sisters, I called, in short, the thing that really demoralized me, my siblings, them are doing Long Reach, 8 of them. Because a lot of us will say, because my sister is not doing, I am not. Because my brother is not doing, I am not. Of course, I told myself, even if they will not partner with me, even if they will not support me, I will do this Long Reach. And today, here I am, a 1-star director. Wow. A lot of us, I sound so smooth, telling you I'm a 1-star. I won't tell you, I passed through a lot of water, but when I say many rivers, I crossed through. But today, here I am, a 1-star director. And my siblings now, they just watch from afar. That which kind of person is this lady? They tell me negative things. These China people you are partnering with, they tell me a lot of things, but of course, I never listen to them. My friends that were laughing at me, so it's bad you are selling now. All of them, when I qualified for my first trip, and they saw me on board aircraft going to China, that was when they said, wow. So this business you start like play. You're already going on your way to China. I said, just watch me. As I landed China, of course, just after the trip, enjoying myself, as I landed back to Nigeria, I got my first car. A lot of people said, this lady, how did you do it? How did you do it? Because I want to prove a point to those people that are telling me this one will not work. And I want to put it to us, a lot of us out there. Once people just tell you negative things about whatever you're doing, you will just drop, your morale will just be low. I tell you, anytime they tell me if they don't do, of course, it's like they are putting fuel into fire. When they say, I will prove a point to these people that this thing works. And today, here am I, a 1-star director.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The more they told you it will not work, the more they were fueling it. And here you are, a 1-star director. you said something that caught my attention, which I also read when I was going through your profile, that you have done 6 networks before.
Yeah.
Why Longreach? What has made Longreach different, and what has made Longreach stand out for you?
I will tell you 3 things why I partnered with Longreach. Of course, like I will tell a lot of people, I was dragged for 2 years before I partnered with Longreach. I partnered with Longreach, one, because the efficacy of Longreach products. If we start testimony now, of course, we won't finish our program tonight.
True.
I use the Super Atro Revive, the calcium, and the panty liners. I had chronic pain on my right arm. I couldn't do this between August 2015 and November 2015. I was already seeing a physiotherapist.
Wow.
Before, the person that has been introducing it to me is star director for SD Happy Oshofison.
Wow.
I knew her when I was 7. Some 20. When she started telling me in 2013, I never listened to her. Until I had that issue, I came to the head office at Okpebi. When they were holding their seminar, I just sat there. I said, let this one be deceiving themselves there. As they were talking, I just sat. So after the whole thing, they said, testimony time. One lady stood up. The case that I had that made me come there is the same thing she shared. I walked up to that lady. I said, madam, tell me the truth. Are you just saying this testimony so that we can join? Because we've had a lot of all these fake stories. She said, I'm not a baby, madam. That this is what she used and she was good. Of course, the product efficacy made with one of them. Secondly, no monthly auto ship. Where I was coming from, Efe does not like buying every month. And the company says you must buy every month. When I heard that Longreach, we don't buy every month, you just buy a one-off buying and that's all, you're already a partner. I said, wow, I said I would do this. Thirdly, I read, they said, your points will be accumulated. I said, wow. So I won't lose my points. They said yes. That was when I now said, okay, with these 3 things, of course, I don't need to go further. I am convinced that this business is for me. And true, I got my products, and I was already seeing a physiotherapist. Just 1 week and 3 days that I used the Atro Super Revive, the calcium, the liner, I was good to go. Of course, you know our husbands in the house. When I got home with the problem, my husband said, you have come again. That he doesn't want to hear Neto talk of work in this house. I said, okay. Of course, you know, we'll quiet first, but I woke him up in the night. I could not sleep after I came back from Okpebi. That the precisely 4th of November, 3rd of November 2015.
Wow.
I could not sleep. I was so restless. And I woke him up. I said, baby, I know you don't want me to do this business, but I see prospect in Longreach. He said he has told me that I have done a lot since we got married. We have spent a lot in network marketing that he doesn't want to hear. But of course, I stubbornly started the business. And I tell you today, as I was getting ready, he's the one that set up everything for me.
Wow.
He is the #1 preacher of Longreach now. He was with me on board last year, October, for China trip. He said, baby, we will live here, not die here in Longreach. So Longreach has really done a lot for I and my family.
Wow. Wow. I love that. I'm so glad. Interestingly, now he is now the chief supporter of this dream. I'm so excited.
Yes, he's #1 supporter.
Wow. Awesome. I'm listening to you and I'm looking at the people on the call. And quite a number of people are also on Facebook listening. And some people are thinking, well, it's okay. Those of you that started early, you have made all the mark. It's too late now. And I'm even old.
No.
I'm more than 50. I'm 60. Is it not? Am I not too old to do this business? Is it not?
Not at all. If you're on Facebook, if you're on the Zoom live, I put it to you. I always use SD Chasambo as an example, because a lot of people, this question you're asking now, that a lot of people are asking, I face that every day in the business. I was somewhere day before yesterday. They said, you people that started since.
Exactly.
I just brought SD Chasambo. I showed them the picture. I said, you see this guy here? He started this business precisely 2018. He's a 2-star. Why me that started it in 2015, I am a 1-star? Wow. They now said, how come? I said, that will answer the question. That you said people that have been there. Longreach Bioscience International, let me tell you something. It doesn't mean because we've been there, that is why we are moving, is your marketing power. And I will tell you, I was placed under someone. The person I was placed under, I'm glad to tell you, or I'm sad to tell you, the person is still a diamond 2.
Jesus.
Yes, I have given the person over 2 million PVs. So that person is still a diamond 2. So it doesn't mean, and that person started before me.
Yeah.
I just came and I've overtaken that person. So Longreach business, let me tell everyone listening on Facebook, it's not about how far you've been there. It's how you can market and the right set of team to work with. It's about teamwork. And I always put it to us, you can't work with everyone. Fine, I have 12,000 people. My strategy, I know how I qualify for my cars. In 4 years I've been in the business, I've qualified for the 4 cars every year. I know how I do my strategy. I don't work with crowd. I just pick the few that are ready to work. And I bet you, if you want to succeed in this business, locate your active leaders and work with them. Of course, you will get good results.
Wow. You cannot work with everyone. Don't work with the crowd. Locate your active leaders and work with them. Wow, that is huge.
Yes.
That is
For example, I will just give you a typical example of the ongoing car promo now. If you're ready, maybe you're a diamond 2 and maybe you want to qualify for this car and you need to work for it. Just pick 3 people. Maximum 10, minimum 3. And work with that 3. Tell that 3 to get just 10 each. When that 3 get 10 each, you now will be working with the 3. Each of the 3 will be working with their 10 each. And you tell your 3 that you must make your 10 to qualify for diamond 4. You will just give them a target of 4 months. So if 10 people if 30 people 10 under your 3, if they can get diamond 4 each, that's 30. That first leg A has 10 and the 10 can do diamond 4 each. That will give you 15,000 PVs times 10. That is 150,000. So you are getting 150 from leg A, 150 from leg B, 150 from leg C. That will give you 450. With that, you become a Diamond 7 and you will qualify for the 15 million naira car fund.
Wow. Ma, you say you don't like mathematics. I think I want to ask your teacher again. No. And you have just done maths for us, just like that. Who copied you? Who heard what she just said? If you're already in the business and you heard what she just said, just put it in the chat room. Let me be sure you heard her. That is a master strategy in a nutshell. Thank you so much. That was so beautiful. But I want to come back to you on this team building. Some people tell me, I don't want to do network because I'm enriching my upline. Some people tell me, I don't want to do network because I'm making other people rich. And each time I hear it, I'm wondering, you just said that overtaking is allowed. How do you answer such people?
Okay, let me tell you something. I have been in Long Reach from 2015 till date. Of course, let's not go into weekly bonuses. I have gotten over 5 trips. I have qualified for 4 different cars for the 4 years. It's the 5th one we are doing now. And I want to put it to us now. The 4 cars have qualified for the 4 years and the over 5 trips. I've made double slot of China twice. I've made a double slot to Greece. The money I collected, is it my upline that collected it?
No, ma'am.
If I may ask.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So let me put it to us. A lot of you that will say you are working for your upline. Remember, in Long Reach, you are working for 3 legs. Because I heard a lot of people say, without me, if it wouldn't have been a Diamond 7. You remember, for you to be a Diamond 7, for you to be a Star 1, you need 3 Diamond 6. And remember, that person saying, I don't want to work for upline, you are just 1 leg for the person. If I don't work my other legs, I will go nowhere. Sure. That is why the person I was placed under is still a Diamond 2. I am just on 1 leg for her. Am I working for her? No. Oh. I am already a 1-star. She is still a Diamond 2 with so many millions of PVs. If I was working for her, of course, she would have gone very far than me. Because she didn't work on her other 2 legs, she will go nowhere. Yeah. And I tell a lot of us, when you carry that mindset that you are working for your upline, if you have it and you're on this meeting tonight, I want you to quickly erase it. Because when you carry that mindset, first of all, it will not make you to really go out and give out what you have to your team. Because your mindset already is saying you are working for someone. I will tell you something. When I qualified for my first car, February 2017, yeah. No, February 2017, yes. I tell you, the whole team I had there, of course, that was when MMM was trending. Because a lot of us, as I'm talking, it sounds so easy. I'm sounding so smooth. In 2017, I lost all my team members. Wow. Of course, the ones that left because they were angry that they were working for me. Some left and joined the Ponzi scheme. Before they knew it, I qualified for my second car. They said, hey, where is this woman getting her energy from? Dry bones, they started rising again. Man, we are ready to come back. Oh. I said, come back and work. Don't think you are working for me. Before you knew it again, I qualified for my 3rd car. They said, hey, this woman. Of course, I tell people, the day you stop marketing, the day you stop recruiting as a person, even if you are a star 5, of course, that's the day your business starts dying. Because a lot of us, you feel because I'm on top, I won't talk to anybody. The day you stop marketing, the day you stop introducing long reach, that is the day your business starts dying, because a lot of team members, they will leave the team. Of course, you keep recruiting, you keep duplicating, because those ones that have the mindset, I am working for you, they will leave. And if they leave, what do you do? A lot of them, they always think because they are working for you, when they leave, you cannot succeed. And of course, those ones that have the mindset that they are working for you, when they leave and they see you are still in business, they will know they are not really working for you. And I want to tell us out there, every long reacher, if you know you are, even if you are in pre-diamond, just erase the mindset of I am working for my upline. Because if your upline does not stand up to work, she will go nowhere.
True. Wow. If your upline does not stand up to work, he or she will go nowhere. Thank you so much.
That is it.
Thank you so much. You're dropping nuggets, hot nuggets on this call. Ma'am, I'm still on this issue of team building. Sometimes, and I know a lot of people, by the way, I want to thank every leader on this call. Maybe it's interesting to know, Ma, that this call is not just for our own team members, it's for everybody. As long as you're in Long Reach and you want to be inspired, the Discovery is the place to come to. We open it up to every team, no matter which leg or whose team you are. And we have also been privileged to host people across all the teams of Long Reach, from your team to SD for Ujemen's team. Almost all the teams have been here one time or the other, encouraging us and sharing their stories. And this, like I said earlier, is the 22nd edition. Thank you so much for your time, Ma. But let me hold you. I was coming to ask you about waking your sleeping legs. But before I ask you, I want to just talk to our guests in the house. So just a moment, ma'am. So if you're on this call and it's your first time being here, you are most welcome. Thank you so much for being our guest. I want to ask you to please contact the person that invited you on this call. If you have not yet signed up on Long Reach, I encourage you, don't procrastinate. Today is the day of salvation, if you know what I mean. So please contact the person that invited you, or call any of the two numbers on your screen, 0802-313-4278 or 0809-667-7300. Contact any of those numbers. You can also visit our Facebook page, The Game Changers Network. You'll be privileged to see all past editions there. Even this, as we speak, is live on Facebook. And you can go to our YouTube page, TGI Entrepreneurs. We have so much there for you. If you are here as a guest, don't stay a guest. We want you to become a partner. And one thing I assure you is that you will enjoy this business. Truly, you will enjoy this business. So, ma'am, I'm back to you and I'm wondering, how do you, team building is the soul of this business. How easy is it? How do you build a team?
Hello, everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
I will tell us that when you, of course, as people leave the team, people are joining.
Yes, ma'am.
What I do, I call I have my key leaders. I ask them, why are you still in this position? Of course, what my own upline will tell me, that's what I will tell them too. I remember when I'm not qualified for my first trip, SDRP said, Efe, if you don't make this first China trip and this first car, of course, she will stop talking to me. When I heard that, I said, hey, this one is serious. So what I did, when I located the few people that I know that I will work with, I encouraged them. Then is not the time, it was not when they were doing this Facebook, Zoom and all that. We were moving from one place to another. People see me now. They say you are now a one star. I laugh. I remember the day we went to my first seminar in Badagry. The people that came they were not up to 5.
Wow.
Yes. When I got there, I was so demoralized, but I just picked up one spirit. I said, now I'm just like I was still a pre-diamond then. The few people that came, we just entered. That was how we spoke to them. Just talk to them. One pastor signed up. From that pastor, that's how we started telling him, please organize your people. We started calling, we started talking to them. That is how we started building team from that end. And I say it again, a lot of long reachers now, they are enjoying because with the work we've done.
Yeah.
Before now, I remember when you tell somebody long reach, they will just look at it. What's this one talking? What's long reach? We will go. We will do demo of cup. We will do everything. But here you won't see any one person to sign up. We keep talking. We keep when we see the team leader, this one is active. Before you know, we talk to. Do you have anybody? Just give us the contact. That's how we started building. I remember I traveled from here to tell you how. Let's not just go back. I traveled from here to Oka. A lady, we just met her. She has signed up. We traveled. I and one of my leaders, 2 of us. We went to Oka. We got to the seminar place. They've arranged everything, drinks, snacks. We sat down. Do you know that lady? She was the only person that was there, and 2 students that she had managed to recruit. That was how we started. Till we left that evening, we left Oka for Asaba to sleep in Asaba. We left around 6 or 6:30. The 3 long reachers were the only people, no invitees came.
Wow.
We sat down. We started doing team training. We turned it into team training. It is interesting, but now we are laughing.
Yeah.
But it was not funny. That was how we found our way to Asaba. We got to Asaba almost to 9 in the night. We slept in Asaba.
Oh.
Because a lot of people now, they feel maybe it's easy because we've been there for long. Let me tell you, I shared something on my wall when I wrote, I'm 5 years, I'm 5 years today in Longreach. That was on the 4th of this November. And I now wrote there that no retreat, no surrender. No retreat, no surrender. This team building is what you must do, because a lot of people, they give up easily because they recruited, it's not working. They recruited, this one is not working. Before you know, they forget about it. Let me tell us something. We must spend our money. And I will put it to a lot of us there. If you have a shop, or maybe you are planning to open a business, you will pay the shop rent.
Yes, ma'am.
You will buy things there and you will sell. A lot of us, we don't want to spend money. I was not collecting even 5,000 as bonus before I started printing flyers of over 20,000 naira, taking haul of over 50,000. Because most of us, we are not ready to spend a dime. In team building, you must spend your money. In team building, you must organize promo for your team. Because a lot of us, they don't want to spend anything. If you don't spend, you won't get. You can just give the team, okay, be there on 4 in 4 months. I will give you XYZ. But a lot of us, they don't want to spend that money.
True.
And when you are very stingy, it makes, and you know that promos that you give your team, it makes them to really come up to market. And sometimes you give them gifts.
Yeah.
You must not come to announce some gifts that you give them. You can give them secret things. When you see this leader is so passionate, is working, you can sometime on your own take this 20,000, take XYZ. You must spend your money even if you are not earning in millions yet. Because a lot of us, I hear the language of, I can't spend 1 naira, am I earning it? When you went to buy stock in your shop, have you gained anything before you bought those things in the shop? No. You are not ready to spend, you are very stingy. Of course, those people, they will just be looking at you. Those promos, it helps in team building. And again, what I want to say here is very important. In team building, don't always take sides. Maybe this team member will come and tell you as a leader, that's why he did this. Because of that one, you will keep the other one. Try and make them be friends so that they don't listen to side talk, backbiting. Don't listen to it. It spoils business. Before you know, and they will say, okay, even if you are doing anything for A, you don't need to tell B that I did this for A. It's just like you having your children. Whenever, by the time you start making the other one, I gave this one A, this I gave this one, and you're not giving the other person, the person will feel bad.
True.
Try and keep some things to yourself as a leader. You don't go out there, keep pouring unnecessary information that are not relevant. As a leader, try and keep some things to yourself. Even if you know this thing, some things that you know that will cause trouble, don't just say it out. Try and manage information. That is one key thing you need to do as a leader. Because some information you give out, it may pass negative signal. And by the time you are trying to retrieve it back, of course, the deed has been done. Something, and as a leader, always positive. As you see me, ask any of my team members. If I know this thing, there is no road there, I will tell them that there is road. Don't mind, there is road. My LD, she always tells me something. Say, Efe, your case is always different. Like this 15 million card now, sometimes she will call me. She will say, Efe, this 50 million. I said, she will say, laugh, before you will know, but boom, 50 million card don't show. When I say passion, I am number one. You cannot come to me and start telling me, this one will not work. Why this one? Before you say it, of course, I will cut you short. Be passionate. As a leader, let me tell you something. If you are not passionate, you can never get a passionate team. Because it's just like children, they look at their parents. Your team, most of them, they look at you. You are very dull. You are very sluggish. You don't do anything to really, of course, they will be like that too. Sluggish mother will born sluggish children. Of course, I will say some smart children. Let me tell you, in network marketing, you must be up and doing. When they don't see the passion in you, they won't have it. And how will they build a team with that? They can never build a team. To round it up, to build team, you must be passionate. You must not be a stingy leader. Know how to manage information and learn how to make peace with the team. Of course, we have some rebel in the team, I know. But even if everybody cannot be rebel in the team.
No.
Because in the team, you will see some rebel. They are there. You can't rule that out. Some serious rebel are in the team. You can never rule out that. And of course, such ones, when you try to bring them close and you see they are not, you just let them be. You just let them be. You walk with them from a distance. Because by the time you want to always prognose in whatever they do, they will rubbish you again as the leader. And what I'm telling you, all the team cannot be rebel. There are some that when you call them, they listen to you. Those ones that listen, build the team with them. Thank you.
Wow. Everybody cannot be a rebel. Those that listen, build your team with them. So I'm coming to you and I'm going to be asking you, what has been your biggest challenge in this business and how did you overcome it? But before I do that, for everybody on this call, next week, Saturday, is going to be another awesome time. And you don't want to imagine who the guest is next Saturday. You don't want to imagine it. Okay, I'll let the cat out of the bag. Is SD Miriam Emmanuel, 2SD Miriam Emmanuel. She's coming in next week, Saturday. And another thing we have done to make it easy is that we have maintained the same login details. So this same login details will bring you back here next week, Saturday. And upper Saturday, we have another fantastic guy coming on board. Just keep your eyes glued to this spot. Ma'am, in this business, you rightly said, it has not all been rosy.
At
what
all.
has been your biggest challenge and how did you overcome it?
Okay. My biggest challenge that I've always had in the business, team that you have built, before you know, they will go to one network or the other. It has been a big challenge for me. By the time you call, they will say, but the thing they always go, when it crashes, shame, they can't come back to you. And of course, you have lost those ones. If not, some people will say, it's that one for 4 years and a half. Yes, I lost him severally. It was a big challenge for me. People that we groom and say, this one that have come, this person can be a good leader. Before you know, oops, the person is off.
Wow.
You will see the person. You will start working again with new set of people. And you know it can be very, very hectic working with new set of people trying to balance a leg. I will tell you, I have a lot of people in my team that are no longer doing the business. Some have over 700,000 cumulative PVs. Those were the people I was, when I recruit, I keep placing under them so that to just encourage them. Of course, when I'm placing, don't go and place 2 legs. I place on only 1 leg. Don't do 2 leg placement, A and B. No. You can help on 1 leg so that you can move on the business, because you hear like, man, this person is the one hindering me in my growth. I said, look for another person, place under, move.
Nobody can
move. Nobody can stop your growth. Move. That is why in my team, you look one of my legs, you have a lot of people with over 700,000 PVs cumulative. They've gone, I don't know where they are. It's very difficult when you're building team, you are losing them. But some people are just lucky. The new team, the team they started with are the people they are working up to till date. But my case was not like that. The people that I'm moving with now, they are people that just came on board this business not quite long. And you know, going down, where I got my Diamond 6 to do my style director in my Lexi is almost my 15th generation.
Ooh.
That's to tell you how far I have walked. That was a big challenge for me, losing my team members. But of course, that did not make me to give up. I said, even as they go, soldier come, barrack no they dry.
Yes, so
they see me standing. A lot of people, they wonder how I still standing, because they will think maybe my business has, when they heard that I became a 1-star, A lot of people were shocked because they said they thought nothing was happening for me any longer. Because they will know this person was really doing well on before you know, they've gone. They will go to one Ponzi, go to another Ponzi. But I just thank God that, like I always say, and I will still say it and I will repeat it to everyone hearing, you must not work with everyone. Because by the time you want to work with everyone, some are sinking ships. I don't go down with sinking ships. Those sinking ships, of course, I leave them. I go and look for ships that can be on board. I don't go down with sinking ships. That is why when I see the leaders that are ready to work, I work with them. 2019 car fund that I qualified for was 10 million. I had 7 people under my team that qualified for car. And I tell people, by the time you look, you just narrow it to the few so that you don't break your back. If you want to go with everyone, you will break your back. You will be so overwhelmed and frustrated because some will drag you this way. They are not even ready to build the business. Some will drag you the other way. So just locate the few that you want to work with. Like I said, my 50 million car, I have 12,000 team members. I am working with only 36 people. If that 36 can give me 5 million naira car each, I am good with my 50 million car. And 36 people getting 5 million car is a good thing for the team.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't work with everyone. That is for sure. Of course, you can mentor everyone, but you can't work with all of them. That is for sure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma. You've said so much. You can mentor everybody, but you cannot work with everybody. So true. I'm looking into the chat room. Do I have any question from anyone? Or do I just keep enjoying myself? Because I'm enjoying myself. Do I have any question? I know her schedule is tight and we have to let her go. But I'm willing to take one more question if there's any question in the house. But the truth, Ma, is that you have been so down to earth. You have been so real. You have told us just the way it is. And we are so, so grateful. Before I let you go, I have one more question for you. And then I will take your final thoughts generally on this business. I hear you talk about passion. I hear you saying you don't give up. I hear you tell me that you try to build your team all together. But somebody said to me, and it's been a challenge over time, my upline is not helping me. My upline is not placing people under me. My upline. So some people are saying downline, some people are saying upline. What is your take on that?
You see why I'm laughing? I am laughing because I came on board this business precisely November 4th, 2015. And then I don't know anything about this business. I was looking up to Shehu and Happy. And of course, these people, they were already star directors. By the any day I call them, you will hear they are in one meeting on the other. I just told myself one day, see, if I wait for these two people, that means I won't do this business. Before you knew it, boom, they were off to Dubai. They stayed for 3 months. I just signed up. They came back February 2016. Do you know what I was doing? That was how a lot of people knew me at the head office. Every day I was still working there. Working in my oil servicing, 6-7 months I've not collected salaries. And with every 12 o'clock, my lunchtime, boom, I did a lot of sacrifice. That's another thing I didn't mention. A lot of people, they don't want to sacrifice, but they want to earn the millions. It won't work. Every 12 o'clock, my lunch hour, I was working in the GRA. I will come to Okpebi. Anybody I see as they are talking, I will just sit down and be looking at their mouth. When they finish talking, I will ask questions. Seminar days, if Eduru is doing seminar, we come. Anybody that is doing seminar, we come. And I'm glad to tell you, Eduru was my classmate in secondary school. I didn't see him for over 25 years. We met at the Longreach head office after 25 years. And when I knew he's on board this business, he just told me, Efe, you are in the right place. And for 3 months, my uplines were not there. And like I told you, downlines were leaving. I just made up my mind that this business, I must come out big in it. And let me tell everyone listening to me out there tonight, if you know you want to do Longreach, I have somebody now, she's trying to sign up. She just told me yesterday, Mama, you go there put people for me. I said, okay, forget about sign up. Don't sign up any longer. If you are not ready to do it from your mind, don't sign up. And I'm putting it out there. If you're on board this business, I beg you in the name of God, make up your mind. Don't look at downlines, don't look at uplines. Because by the time you look at downlines or uplines, you are moving nowhere. You will be like a flat tire. And again, by the time you say my upline is not, let me tell you something. Your upline that is putting, remember your upline is sponsoring. Your upline can only put, I don't mention it, on one straight leg. Yeah. Longreach, you are working on 3 legs. One straight leg. Now, if he gives you, like the person on my top now has over 2 million, she said that I'm on 2. Does it mean anything for her? No. Because she's not ready to work. And as she's not ready to work, of course, she remember that I'm on 2. If she works now, she will start eating bonuses. And she will start qualifying for trips. She will start qualifying for car. And let me tell you something, your offline, the only support I tell my team I can give you, I can follow you into Sambisa to do seminar. I can go up to even Sambisa to help you do seminar. And I tell you, there is a time I will do you on your own. You will learn and start doing yourself, because you can't be spoon feeding anybody. A child that is 3 months, when the child is 2 years, the child will start eating. So you too, even as your offline is following you to do seminar, start learning. I started doing seminar as a pre-diamond. I started printing flyers when I was less than 6 months. I would just go. Then I didn't know any jack, but I would just go and stand in front of people. I want to do seminar. Of course, the little I know, I will say it. But some people, you shy away. You don't want to come out to talk to your team, waiting for your up. If I was waiting for my upline 3 months, they were not in Nigeria. Of course, I would have just been seated there, looking moody, feeling angry. My upline didn't help me. So I put it to everyone listening to me tonight. Offline, downline, forget about it. Work passionately, with so much focus, with consistency, and never give up spirit. You have to imbibe all that.
Wow. Wow. Work passionately with so much focus and consistency, and you cannot but succeed. Thank you so, so much, ma'am. I'm looking at the comments in the chat room. Thank you to all the leaders across the various teams that are on this call. Thank you so much. And for all our guests that are on the call, thank you for coming on board. We truly do appreciate you. And thank you so much, ma'am. SDAP, you have been fantastic. You brought it down to earth. No airs, no nothing. You just said it the way it is. And we're so grateful. Thank you so much. We're going to let you go now. But just before you go, what is your final word for us?
Okay. For those ones that are already on board, I want to tell anyone listening to me, everyone on board this meeting tonight, listening to me, if you are on board this business, Longreach is the new oil well, in case you don't know. That is my new oil well. I don't know about you, but it's my new oil well. I've left the other oil servicing. I left 3 years ago. Long Reach is my new oil well. I don't know about you, but I am putting it to you that if you can put your mind to it, you can achieve it. And like my upline always say, that he prefers to earn from 100 people effort than only his effort. Because if I give only you 100 toothpaste, you can't finish selling it in an hour. But if I give 100 people one toothpaste each, in under an hour, each of them can sell one. Am I communicating?
Yes, ma'am.
And those ones are already on board. Stand up to this business. Don't be lazy. You have to sacrifice. Don't be stingy. Focus on the business. Don't run from one network marketing to another. Focus. I know a lot of us now on social media, you heard what happened to one of the network marketing Ponzi scheme company that have gone down with a lot of people's money. Focus. I tell my team people, if not focus, I won't be where I am today. But a lot of people out there that are not ready, that are not yet on board Long Reach, let me tell you, people will tell you a lot of things to discourage you about Long Reach business. It is not true. You can't be outside and just be assuming what is happening inside. Why don't you come on board this business and see for yourself? Because a lot of people, they just tell you a lot of fake stories that's not happening in the business. It's when you come in, they will try to discourage you. I call them dream killers. I call them, they are distractors. So don't let anyone distract you. Long Reach is the oil well. Come on board. And a business that tells you, come and use our products, we will pay you for it. I know a lot of us, we use different products that you don't get payment for. Come and use the product, you will be paid. You are taking care of your health, and at the same time, you're making money from it. I think it's a good one. So for many that are out there that are not yet on board, we want to see you on board this business. Locate whoever that invited you to this meeting and tell them that you are ready to sail with the new oil well business. Thank you for having me. God bless you, sir. God bless you, ma'am. And God bless everyone for granting me the audience. And I tell you, go back home, pick up your pen, write your strategies, and work with it. You can't work with everyone. I will still mention it. Work with the few that are ready to work. Thank you very much.
Wow. I wish I could just leave you to just continue and continue and continue. But I know your time is so choking. Thank you so much for giving us so much information, so much motivation, so much encouragement in such a short time. Even though you never met us one-on-one before, it's incredible. We reached out to you and you just said, I'm here for you. And I truly honor you. We appreciate you. We celebrate you. Thank you so much, ma'am. And to everyone on the call, you heard her. You know, we were off for 2 weeks because of the pandemic. We needed to allow the mood of the nation because of the NSAS. So we had to step down as the Anna's session, but she's going to come soon. One of these days we'll feature her again. And what else do you want to hear that you have not heard today? Please don't just hear, do. Be a doer of the word and not a hearer only. That is
Take action.
Take action. Take action. Thank you to everyone that's been on this call with us for the last 1 hour, 18 minutes. Let's do it again next Saturday when I'll be having SD Miriam on the call, and you cannot be wrong. Invite your friends. The link is the same. So just save this link and you'll always be on discovery with this link. Once again, thank you so much, ma'am. On behalf of
thank you, ma'am.
All later, on behalf of the team coach, everybody is saying thank you and God bless you. Thank you
ma'am.
so
Yes,
much.
ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, I beg to take my leave. Bye, everyone.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you so much. So she just took her leave, and we are also taking our leave too. Thank you to everyone.